I finally finished training the second Pokemon that I'm going to have on my team for the Battle Frontier in Pokemon Emerald. It took a while, like I mentioned in the Aggron video, the last Pokemon I trained. It was probably going to take about a month, and it took about a month. So who is the new Pokemon on the team? You already know. Dusclops. Dusclops is awesome. Pretty underrated Pokemon in my opinion. I wouldn't say Dusclops is in my like top 10 favorite Pokemon. However, definitely like top 20. Ever since the Jirachi Wishmaker movie, I'm pretty sure most of you probably have seen that. There's a scene where like those magicians are doing something and like one of them's got like a Dusclops. I don't know why, it always resonated with me and I still remember that scene like to this day. Dusclops is just a pretty cool Pokemon. Dusclops does have some benefits for the Battle Frontier. It is really beefy. The defense, special defense stats are pretty much off the charts. It can learn really annoying moves such as Will-O-Wisp, Toxic, even like Rest. You got other moves too, we'll talk about it a little bit because I gotta put the moves on the Pokemon. Right now we got it up to level 99, so we're just gonna use the rare candy and get that out of the way. As you can see here, look at the stats right now. We got 281, we got 324, 336, and it's a calm nature. I believe that was special defense increase and then like some sort of attack decrease, doesn't really matter. Quick rundown too, here are the is this like the tally marks. These are the stats level 5, really messy, but I'll consolidate this eventually. So we did max HP stats and half in defense and special defense. I forgot what that comes out to, 128, I think 128 in special defense and defense, and then the 252 in HP. Before we level this Pokemon up to level 100, I do want to give a quick plug. I have been writing some blog posts recently where I kind of take these video formats and I put it into written form. It's just like a nice thing you can kind of read instead of listen to me ramble about Pokemon. You can actually get a nice structured kind of almost like diary of my adventure and I guess like the progress I've been making in these games. I intend on writing these posts maybe once every other week just because I don't play these. I mean, I play these games a lot, but like I don't play them enough and make enough progress where I need to do it like every week. But I think it'd be kind of cool if you want to read about my adventure in these games and other things I'm doing, I guess, in Pokemon world. Definitely check out the blog post down below. Anyway, let's get this dude to level 100. So the max attack stat should be 284. The max defense it could get is 394 in defense or special defense. We're not going to get those because we did not get perfect, or we didn't obviously do the perfect EV training. I forgot to mention, guys. Oh my gosh, hold on. I have a lot to say. This was a nice, I guess, breeding and training Pokemon. It just worked out. Let's get this 200, and then I got some notes. I got everything I want to chat about. So okay, here we go. Dun dun dun. Dusclops eats the rare candy. Elevated to level 100. So we got 284. We did it. We got max HP stats. So we got 328 in defense. 394 is the max, and 360. Wow, that's actually crazy. Wait. So the max special defense with a beneficial nature is 394. We have max perfect IVs in special defense, and we did minimal or not minimal, we did like half of what it should be. That's a really high defense, or that's a really high special defense stat in my opinion. Cool. So I'm pretty happy with those results. I mean, I wouldn't have been that unhappy either. Also, quick side tangent, you see what I got right now? You see this? My very generous friend got this for me. It's that was an analog pocket thing. This thing is sweet. I got it last weekend, so I'll do a video about it eventually, but it's awesome. Anyway, as you can tell by the name of the Pokemon, we got HP, defense, and special defense. So I luckily got max perfect IVs. I keep saying max perfect IVs and HP, special defense, and defense, the 3 I was targeting, and it didn't even take me that long with calm nature. So real quick, let's run down. I'm gonna give you the quick recap of this entire adventure. So I first started reading the Duscles and I was like, I don't even have one with calm. I don't even have a Ditto with calm nature or careful nature. Those were the 2 I was targeting. I mean, I think there's like actually 4 potential natures I could have used, but calm and careful were the ones I was going for. I decided that I was gonna capture Abras because Abra with the synchronized ability makes it so you get like a 50% chance that the Pokemon that you encounter in the wild will have that same nature. So I'm like, all right, I'll do this. I go to like route 2, I don't remember. And the first Abra I see, I capture, and it has synchronized ability with Calm Nature. I was like, whoa. So that was really cool because that was pretty rare too. I mean, 1 in 8 chance the Abra had the nature I wanted. So I just kind of started the adventure off pretty lucky. So I didn't have the smoke ball, so I ended up running over to the trick house and actually getting the smoke ball. This just helps you flee in the wild like 100% of the time. So I kind of, eased a lot of things. There was like a maybe hour long, maybe hour and a half, 2 hour long period where I was getting like no good Dusclops when I started breeding them. Like they were just, the EVs were just, or the IVs were just not transferring for whatever reason. And then eventually I got one good one with defense and one good one with defense and special defense. So this, it kind of accelerated the, allowing the IVs, I guess, to transfer between the Dusclops now, because originally I had it with the Ditto. I do realize I'm probably rambling a little bit, but the important thing here was it was kind of hard to get the IVs ball rolling because you need to have it on the Dusclops. When you have it on the Ditto, it doesn't really go. The breeding is a lot slower. Even though I got the Abra with the Calm Nature, I didn't even end up using those Dittos that I caught with Calm Nature to initially breed the Dusclops with the IVs. It was kind of dumb, but that's what I did. So I had this issue at the end or towards the end when I had like 2 IVs on each Dusclops where they didn't have Calm Nature, so I was not able to transfer the natures I wanted to the baby Pokemon. So luckily, for some random reason, a female Ditto with Calm Nature and HP and Special Defense popped out of one of the eggs. I was like, oh my gosh. The reason why female is so good is because you can put the Everstone on the female Dusclops or the female Pokemon, and that transfers the nature 50% of the time. It does not work on the male. So I put in the HP Defense one female with Calm Nature with one with defense, a male with defense, and within 2 batches of eggs, maybe like 8 to 12 eggs, a Dusclops with HP, Special Defense, and defense with Calm Nature popped out. I was like, wow. I mean, this took a while, but it did not take as long as the Aggron or the Aaron breeding. And with the Aaron, I only got 2 max IVs. This I got 3 on all 3 that I wanted too. Anyway, kind of a long story. That was kind of the maybe like 3 weeks of this grind since we last discussed with the Aggron. That is kind of what happened, but very exciting because this was the first Pokemon I've ever had with 3. I guess not even 3 of the exact IVs that I wanted, and it just came up really nicely. I don't know, it was exciting. And even though I transferred this one right here, over to Fire Red, and did all the vitamins, did all the EV training, and then I went again to the 7 Island, the Savalt Canyon, and I did all my grinding in the wild because I still have not gotten shiny Larvitar, and I haven't gotten a shiny in like probably like 3 or 4 years at this point. Maybe like 3 years, but the amount of encounters that I've had are a lot, so I'm surprised I haven't gotten another one yet. But anyway, that is the fun and exhilarating story. So the move pool. So Dusclops is going to be my tanky kind of like, ooh, I can't kill things, but like I'm just going to slowly grind them away. So we got things like Nightshade. Nightshade is good because every turn you're just going to deal 100 damage to that Pokemon. Does not work though on obviously normal types. Will-O-Wisp, good move to just burn. Shadow Punch will be replaced with, probably going to go with Rest, because we'll be invincible basically. We got a Pokemon that's burned, and we got Nightshade, we can even more, and then we got Confuse Ray to make it even more annoying. Dusclops should be able to handle like 80% of the Pokemon easily, as long as it doesn't die. That's why we got the super tanky stats. So I gotta find out how to actually get Rest. I do need to find out how to get Leftovers too, because that would make it even more of an annoying Pokemon. Let me first see if I have Rest. Let's see. I actually might. We might not even need to find it. It's also possible I might have it in Emerald, but oh, there we go. Yeah, let's just use it. Is there gonna be another Pokemon where I'm gonna want to use Rest? I would say not anytime soon. So let's go ahead, and this should, if once we get the Leftovers, this will fully complete this Pokemon, but for the most part, this is gonna complete Dusclops entirely. So pretty exciting here. Let's do it. Rest. Dusclops is so cool. Like, I don't understand. He's got like a eye thing, got hands. Yeah, check it out. Look how many like peepers it PP up. Look, I got 50 PP ups. It's just from Meowths. It's just from getting the Meowths. I mean, we got some rare candies too. Typically, I think it was like maybe 5. Getting a Pokemon from level 5, maybe level like 15 to level 100, just encountering them in the, I guess, defeating Pokemon in the wild. Typically, you get like 5, maybe 10. What I want to do with the other Pokemon that I train, I kind of want to get like an estimate how long it takes. So like, or I guess it would be trained to level 100. So when I bring it to Fire Red, we get a timestamp, and then timestamp when we're complete. Also in Emerald, when I start the breeding process and then end the breeding process, kind of get a timestamp on that. That'd be kind of cool, or kind of just an interesting way to track it. I don't believe I have leftovers, but I might as well just check. Actually, oh, I got 2 of them. Why not throw it out right now? Oh man, it's complete. It is complete. You know, I'll be back in 1 second. I'm gonna transfer this to Emerald, and yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, I just finally got done transferring. It took me like 10 minutes for some reason. It just wasn't connecting, but anyway, we got it booting up Emerald right now. So here we go, successfully transferred over to Emerald. Again, very happy with the results here. Super cool Pokemon. I'm gonna head over to Slateport City and just rename this Pokemon, and that is, I think, the absolute last thing we have to do, other than actually using the Battle Frontier. So okay, so we have Dusclops, and we have 2 remaining letters. Not gonna be able, I mean, I could put like a 3 after it, or I could put like D for defensive or something like that, where I just keep it like this and be like, hey, look at those stats. Those stats are off the scale. It would obviously be nice to have it in the name or something within this game to verify the Pokemon's IVs or EVs or something like that, other than the stats, like something confirming it. I mean, obviously we go check the name raider dude, or not the name raider, the dude in the Battle Frontier, the IV checker. I think this is why I'm gonna actually just have like an Excel spreadsheet, or just some like off the game record of the Pokemon, just so I don't lose track. If I write down the Pokemon in like an Excel spreadsheet and I write down all their stats, it's pretty easy to pick up like which one had which. As long as I don't lose these sticky notes right here, it should be okay. I should probably do that like tonight, transfer. So we'll just do Dusclops for now. I probably will end up renaming those Agrons as well. I mean, it would be, but then I need the, yeah, I don't know. I'll figure it out. So we did it, got Dusclops. That is 2. I think I need 1 more Pokemon for the Battle Frontier. I do already have it in mind. It's gonna be spicy. If you enjoyed the video and you're interested in hearing what my next Pokemon is, definitely check out the newsletter, because I will be updating that before I get a new video out. Mainly because it's kind of a lot easier to update in like a blog post as opposed to filming an entire video and editing it. Probably within 2 weeks I'll have that blog post out on the updates on how that Pokemon is going. Probably like in another month from now we will have the other last Pokemon. Then from there I think we will actually begin the Elite Four, or the Battle Frontier. Keep saying Elite Four. I do hope you enjoyed this video. As always though, let me know down below your Pokemon adventure. Love chatting about the games, and these games are just so cool. I don't know. It surprises me that I'm still playing them to this day and I'm enjoying them still. Kind of weird maybe, but it's fun. It's cool. I don't know. Check out some other videos on the channel. We got some other Pokemon stuff like this, and definitely stay tuned for some more future Pokemon videos, because I got a lot of ideas, got a lot of adventures, and definitely want to share them with you all. I'll see you all in another video.